let me give you the next new senator from the state, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Go get him, Joe.
Joe is Joe Sestak, the man at the microphone. New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg in Philadelphia this morning to endorse the Democratic nominee for U.S. Senate. We bring in our political reporter, Bruce Gordon, to ask, why does Sestak, Bruce, want or even need this endorsement?
Well, I think the answer, Thomas, to the degree that endorsements matter to anyone these days, this one is actually kind of more important, more interesting than many, because Michael Bloomberg is certainly the most well-known independent in the country, perhaps the best respected independent in the entire nation. A former Republican, of course, who now says this campaign season he's going to endorse whoever he thinks is smart and honest and independent. Let's talk about the politics in just a minute. First things first, you can see the cheesesteaks on the menu this morning. The endorsement event took place at the Sullivan Progress Plaza Shopping Center in North Philly, both men ordering cheesesteaks to go. The site was chosen actually to highlight the importance of small businesses in the economic recovery, and Sestak talked at some length about two programs that he supports.
A 15% tax credit for each new payroll job that's created would soak up, according to the modeling, over 5 million unemployed in about 2.5 years. To be able to have community bank loans guaranteed to creditworthy small businessmen and women to get access to capital flowing again within a community would spur the type of job growth that means most to people here in Philadelphia and across this great Commonwealth.
Joe Sestak voted for government-run health care.
On TV ads, Republican Senate candidate Pat Toomey is blasting Sestak as a tax and spend liberal, which is why Bloomberg, the independent, was on hand to sell Sestak as a centrist problem solver.
In this election, some people want voters to put party politics first. But I can tell you from experience that the voters are smarter than that. Of the key issues we face, it's not partisanship that matters. It is leadership. And Joe has the courage of his convictions, and he's proven that he's willing to stand up for what he believes, even if it means disagreeing with members of his own party.
From the Toomey camp, noting first of all that Michael Bloomberg is a Yankee fan, and more substantively they say, look, the only time that Joe Sestak disagrees with his own party is when he doesn't think they're spending enough tax dollars.
And it goes even further, doesn't it, Bruce? The Toomey camp actually pushing back hard on Sestak's claim that he's a centrist who wants to help small businesses.
Yeah, it's going to be the theme throughout this entire campaign. The Toomey camp points, for example, to Sestak's support of the Recovery Act, the stimulus money. They say, look, that's the kind of thing that creates added debt, that hurts small businesses. The Toomey camp, of course, has been presenting their candidate as a former small business owner. It's true, he was a former co-owner of some bars and restaurants. The Sestak folks say, yeah, but he was also a former Wall Street banker. It's a theme we're going to hear over and over again as we talk about jobs and small businesses this season.
Oh, you got to say that was Yankee fan, right? You got it right there. Bruce Gordon in the newsroom tonight. Bruce, thanks. He may have been 100 miles south of Lower Manhattan, but Mayor Michael Bloomberg couldn't avoid questions about his support for the construction of a mosque and Islamic Cultural Center near Ground Zero. Bloomberg once again referred to the First Amendment.
I happen to believe that that is the most important right that we have, the right to say what we want to say, which includes pray to whomever we want, in any place we want, in any manner we want. And I think that another mosque in New York City would add to its diversity and be good for the city. But if you want us to win without firing a shot, then you take away the very freedoms that our young men and women are around the world fighting for.
But the Washington Post is reporting New York Governor David Paterson will meet with the imam and developer of that mosque later this week to discuss the possibility of moving it farther away from Ground Zero. Carolee Hauke joining us once